If you're thinking about selling your home in the Palm Springs area, the market has changed drastically. Gone are the days of home selling within a few days being on market and having multiple offers. Now you have to think more strategically than ever. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a home I'm currently selling that closes in a few days and how I sold it in record time by doing the strategies I'm going to show you in this video. My name's Tommy Jordan, your Palm Springs area realtor. Before we get into this video, I'm going to break this video down by different parts. The first part, we're going to talk about preparing your home to put on the market. The second part, I'm going to be talking about professional marketing and not just the normal marketing that a lot of realtors do. It's going to be way more in depth than that. And then the next, we're going to talk about pricing strategy because that's more critical than ever. And then lastly, we're going to talk about one of the most important parts, and I can't wait to share that with you. But if I just show you right now, this is Palm Springs. This is a market report. You could find this information in the description of my video completely for free, okay? This shows in Palm Springs right now the average days on market. And you could see since the days of 2022, they're long gone where homes sold within a week or so. You could see now that the average days on market in Palm Springs is almost 150 days. This is the highest that it's been in the last 5 years plus. And if you look at Palm Desert, we see the same trend where you could see this going up to the right and you see average days on market exploding. So what does this mean for you as a seller? This means you have more competition than ever to compete with. So you have to think really strategically on how to sell your home for the highest price in the least amount of time, because every month, the days on market keep going up, and with that, prices keep going down. So if we look right here, here's a beautiful home that closes escrow in just a few days, and my client was really smart, and they took the advice that I gave them, and that's why we were able to sell this home within 30 days, okay? And if you saw on those two charts that I showed you that are a good representation of the overall Palm Springs area, the Coachella Valley, with most cities taking 140 days to sell a home right now within 30 days or so, that shows you that you're doing something right. And that's what I'm showing you in this video. You know, I wanted to give you a real case study and not just say, oh, do this, do that, but show you what I'm actually doing for my clients. And if you're interested in this kind of help, before I even go further, my contact information is below. I would love to help you. You need a pro on your side. So the first step is talking about preparing the home. So this home right now, this home right here, beautiful home, on the market for over $1 million on a golf course, okay? The first thing I did with this seller wasn't just, hey, let's put a sign in your yard, let's get photos, let's get this on the market as quickly as possible. I say, let's take a step back and think about how we could be strategic to get you the highest price. One thing about this home is that the exterior needed some refreshing. So this seller painted the entire exterior of this home, and that really made the home pop. For example, this pool, beautiful pool, okay? You have some west-facing views on the golf course right here. This pool had a lot of calcification, okay? Little things like this, cleaning up the calcification on the pool, painting the exterior of the home. You might think, okay, those are little things, but this separates the homes that sell between 140 days right now and the homes that sell within a month and sell for a great price as well. And then if you look, you could see, beautiful, okay? So this exterior painted as well. So not only, I'm going to go through the photos to get us in the interior of the home right now, not only was the exterior of the property painted, but we actually had the interior of the home painted as well. Not fully, but there was a lot of touching up that needed to be done. For example, some of this hardwood flooring needed to be replaced. So I have a team of professionals. By the way, this is something that you don't even have to worry about, okay? This client had already moved out of state for some life changes, and they worked with me, and my team and I handled all of this for them as they were away. You don't have to live in a construction zone or deal with any of this. And most of my clientele is snowbirds, so they appreciate this kind of service. So I'm going to go into right now one of the bedrooms to give you an idea. So this bedroom right here had pretty beat up carpet. So my team and I, the flooring expert, we replaced this carpet, okay? Very affordable. It wasn't, all of this stuff wasn't a lot of money to do in the grand scheme of things. And it got this seller an incredible ROI on their investment. While other homes in this neighborhood are sitting 200 plus days in this country club and being relisted and relisted, because first impressions are everything. If you go inside a house and you see things all beat up, guess what? You're not going to think that property is one desirable or warrants a high price. But when you go in and everything's clean and polished, you go, okay, this is a seller who cares about the home and this is more desirable. And it's all psychology. So we painted, we patched walls, there was a lot. Now, the next thing you're looking at here is professional staging. See, this home is I think it was over 4,000 square feet, okay? 3,800 square feet, so a very large home. Many sellers, and this is no diss on anyone, maybe your furniture's a little outdated or old, and that's fine. People aren't buying the furniture, but they're buying a look and a feel that the house gives them. When people buy homes, especially this $1 million plus range in the Coachella Valley, and I would say even 500,000 up, detached homes, when they walk into the property, they get a feeling. Real estate's an emotional purchase. Even if it's a second home, you want to be inspired. You want to love the property you're buying. This home was vacant because the seller had left, and this seller was very smart to pay for staging. And this made a dramatic difference in the way the property looked. You could see right here with this staging company, and all this are services that I offer for my clients to put you in the right contact with everyone you need. And that's what I do. So if you see this furniture, you see how modern it looks. And not only the furniture, but also all of the accessories you see. Take a look at this primary bedroom. You see the little throw, the area rug, all of this really creates the space, even some greenery over here by the primary bathroom. I mean, this really makes it feel like Restoration Hardware or our house. This really elevated the home to make someone walk in and go, you know what? I want to make an offer. And the person who made this offer, by the way, and we're going to get into that, they were from out of the area and they made an all cash offer with a quick close because how desirable this home looked. I mean, you could see it right here. So that is huge. Before you list your property, you need an agent who doesn't just want to get a commission, doesn't just want to list a home on the market, but they want to get you the best deal possible by preparing the home to be listed and by incorporating some of these things like staging. Now, the second part of the video I want to get into is the professional marketing. Okay. When you see this home, it wows you, right? Well, one of the reasons why are a few things. My marketing. So I have one of the best photographers in the Coachella Valley, and they do homes in the Madison Club. They do homes in the Hideaway. They even do condos. And for certain properties like this, it warrants a daytime photo shoot and a twilight photo shoot. For example, this home had incredible views that were west facing. So I told the photographer, hey, I want you to really focus on those mountain views. I want you to really focus on the golf course. And the way I arrange, see, there's so much that goes into this. A lot of people that think realtors don't do anything, they just haven't worked with a good realtor, okay? When I arranged the photos of this listing, I led first with the exterior photos because what you're buying here is a beautiful home on a golf course, and that comes with a premium. So that's what I led with. This outdoor lifestyle people are buying when they come here. This is a second, third home kind of property. So that is everything, not just the photos that are taken, but how they're arranged when buyers look, because 90% of buyers nowadays, the way they find the property is ZillowRealtor.com. This buyer found this home from being out of town. They're not in the area. That's one unique thing I would say I bring, and I'll talk about that later, to all of my sellers. When you're looking for an agent, you're not just looking for a local agent who does some open houses in your neighborhood. You want to look for someone with not just little local reach, but globally, because the buyers that are coming here buying premium properties, they're from Seattle, they're from Washington, Orange County, LA, and they look and they buy online. So you could tell there were some drone photos there to really show the property, show how large it is, show where it's located on the golf course. All of these are additional costs that I spend for my clients because it makes a difference in the price they get for their homes. And see, not everyone's going to do that, but you need someone who knows how to market well. You could tell just the angles they take here to make this room look so large and expansive. Now, that's important, but also the description, okay? You could see framed by panoramic south-facing mountain views. Sorry, I said it was west, it's south. South-facing mountain views in the 17th fairway Bermuda Dunes Country Club. This custom 4-bed, 4-bath home captures the essence of desert living. So just even the way I talk about the home, I end with the community, and it's all about lifestyle. When you create a description, it's not just about facts, but it's incorporating facts, but it's incorporating them in the way that takes the individual who's going to be the buyer for your home, it takes them on a journey, learning about the property. And as they read, they envision themselves being in the property. And then guess what? They reach out and they want to look at the property because they're so wowed because of the marketing. Now, the next thing you need to think about, this is the next part, my third part in this video. But before I get into that, I just want to say, if you want to work with an expert, not just someone who's going to stick a yard for sale sign in your yard, but work with someone who has a global reach and knows what they're doing, please reach out to me. I would love to help you. I'm helping sellers every single day, and also over 100,000 people, a lot of buyers, see my YouTube channel all around the world, and I bring those buyers and clients to my sellers here in the Coachella Valley. So yeah, that's what I do. So next, we're going to talk about pricing. So this home priced right under 1.1 million. Okay. Even that was a little higher than I wanted to go, but it was a great starting point, because in this community here, the other homes that were comparable, and this is important, having someone who knows how to not just look at the comps, but articulate it in a way to help you understand. Because there was a few other homes that were active on the market, and they were listed at 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. But guess what? All of those homes had been relisted multiple times, and a few of them had been on the market for over a year. So in this city in particular, the days on market is more around 100, 120 days. So to be listed 3 to 4 times longer than the average days on market, that tells you their pricing strategy is poor. And what that does is when an agent's not honest with the seller, there are listings I don't take because the seller has such pie in the sky numbers that guess what? You're going to list and you're just going to do price reductions for month after month after month. And guess what happens in this market where so much inventory is being added every month? If you don't price strategically now, that price someone's telling you that you could get today, it's going to be a lot different, and you're going to get a lower price in 6 months to a year from now because you're competing with more inventory. So my client came on more aggressive under 1.1, and that's one of the reasons why we were able to sell so quickly. This home was gorgeous, but there were things needed to be done with the home, and some of my staging and some of my photos helped to really sell it. Because when people look at that staging, and I'm sort of going back to that point, the staging makes the home feel more expensive and it feels more luxurious. And a lot of times people get so distracted looking at the staging that they even forget to look at the flaws of the home. So pricing this home strategically was one of the reasons we were able to sell and sell before the market gets worse. So that is really important. There's so much more than what I told you today in this video. These are just some of the tips that professionals use, like myself, to sell your home for the most amount of money in a record time. And as this market continues to go on in this next year or two, I believe we're going to see average days on market go up even further. And this isn't to scare you. This is just reality. If you look at any of the local trends in any city across the valley, days on market are almost double from last year. And that hasn't changed. Every month, every week, I'm seeing them going up and up. So if you want to work with a professional, please reach out to me down below. I would love to help you. And thank you so much for watching this video. And if you want to learn more about selling your house, check out this playlist right here.